Okay, so we're sitting around the camp talking, and we hear something like, it wasn't a cow because we've been hearing cows. It wasn't a train because we heard the train horn and we've been hearing the train.
It was a lot more gravelly.
It was really gravelly and one sound straight through. It wasn't like yippee like a coyote would be.
No.
After a month of travel and spending time in North and Southern California, Tate and Ron traveled to the heart of the Midwest to investigate in the state of Iowa. And because of its vast cornfields and the few amounts of forests, unlike the Pacific Northwest, Iowa is often overlooked when it comes to the potential for Bigfoot habitat and activity. And for Tate, when it comes to possible activity, last year's visit to this location did not disappoint. On this trip back to Iowa, Tate and Ron are joined by two other researchers, Jeremiah Byron and Ontario Richardson. And with hopes that something could be in the area, the group gets ready as darkness fast approaches.
Okay. We made it to the spot in Iowa, right guys? But I had a terrible day with my Jeep because I went to close it when it started raining and it won't shut all the way, so I got to deal with that when I get back. But tonight we're going to play some music with a projector. Ron's laser deal, right Ron? We're going to play that here and just hang out, listen to some tunes, and then after that we're going to do a road walk. One group in one way and another group in another way. So
alright, so who do we have with us in our Iowa group?
So introduce yourselves.
Ontario.
Jeremiah.
Caleb. What's up?
And then you know me and you know Ron.
Oh, don't forget Bandit.
All right.
Where's Bandit? Bandit
Most
behind
importantly.
me. Yeah.
Right there.
All right then.
Oh, he's over by
over there.
Jeremiah. But we're gonna play the laser and the music and just see what happens. And if nothing happens, we'll walk the road.
Yeah. It's a little muggy right now, but it's a lot cooler now that we've had some rain come through.
I think it's more humid because of the rain too.
Yeah. But ultimately we have overall temperature drop. There's kind of like a high heat index. So
Yeah.
as the weather's starting to transition and change, we might have some better conditions. So
we'll see what happens.
see what we can stir up.
I can't play the music because I don't want to get copyright.
And the lasers don't really show up very good.
Yeah, and the lasers don't really show up, so I'm not going to be showing that. But we will be doing. You have to be here. It is cool in person, but unfortunately not for you. So yeah, we got done with the laser show.
Yeah.
So we're all sitting around camp. But should we just wait a few minutes before we do anything? Like maybe get ready?
Yeah,
Kinda
maybe.
Gear up and stuff.
Yeah. Then we'll figure out who's gonna go where. And then I don't know if my walkies are all dead or not, but I'll see. So I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna get ready and then split off into different groups and walk the road. Yeah, if you want, bring yours, because let's just start off with wood knocks. And then if we're not getting anything from that, then we'll do calls as last resort. So that's the plan. Hey Ron. We're gonna do a knock, but I don't know if you guys will hear it when or not you will.
Copy. We did not for the knocker though, so you guys are gonna be the solo.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna stay quiet over here.
Okay, copy. I'm gonna do a knock. Damn. That was a good one. Done. Now you're on. Can you guys hear me?
Go ahead.
Did you guys hear that knock I did or no? What?
When I like sometimes just during the day when I've been out on my own, my first time I went in and
Ron, can you hear me?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna do a knock. I don't think you guys will hear it, but well, there did a knock there, but just quiet. So we're gonna keep walking the road a little bit. Hopefully something knocks back, but quiet so far. Whoops. Freaking cows. I think it's a good tree.
we'll find out.
Nope. Yeah, that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Alright, so we'll just walk back up the road where we came and then we'll try and meet up with the others.
Cool beans.
So we walked a dead end road. Well, it's not dead end. We walked a road that was not part of the main road. We did knocks and nothing happened, right? So it was pretty dead. So Ron and Jeremiah hiked up this main road, so we're walking towards them right now. So it's just quiet, man. Too quiet. Quiet or for you guys, or
Yeah, quiet. We heard a what we think is an owl doing kind of like a screech or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was pretty quiet.
Some perturbed cows.
Nice.
So
Were you guys down there at all?
we were kind of like down that way.
Yeah, that was.
Because we did hear voices at. We figured you guys were probably out there.
Yeah.
How far?
Huh?
I don't know how.
Well, we went down that road quite a ways.
Like, how far away were you when you heard the voice, though?
It sounded pretty distant, but it sounded like you guys were down below.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we weren't over this way. We were more
still-
like we were to the behind you to your right.
Well, I don't know. The sound carried all the way through there, and it sounded
Yeah.
like you guys were like
Yeah.
adjacent to us along the road, but down.
It
But
could
then
be.
we looked at a map, and it didn't show a road down there.
Right.
But
It wasn't a road.
It was a
Gotcha.
washed out road.
Okay.
okay.
Did you hear any of the knocks?
Yeah, but when we went up that other way. We could like barely hear you.
But when you went down here, you
losing
heard.
radio contact too.
When you went down this way, you did hear my knocks.
Well, you weren't doing knocks at that point.
No, like
We did knock periodically the whole time.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? I
Like
didn't
hard
hear it.
ones.
so. If you guys didn't hear my knocks, there's no way you heard us talking.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. It sounded like you.
That's weird, man.
You both heard it?
How many voices?
Mostly just like Tate. It's kind of what I heard.
It's weird, man.
Maybe, dude. I can't really imagine you'd hear me through all the trees. There's no way, because
Well, my thing is if you didn't hear the knocks.
if you didn't hear the knocks, there's no way you heard me.
Because we did like 1, 3, 1, 3, I think.
Yeah.
Well, the thing too is like if we were walking and we had the gravel moving around on our feet, and there was every now and then an acorn would fall and make a tapping sound on the trees. If you guys weren't calling your knocks out, then we might have like walked and made noise right over them. But if you were talking and you were going on, and we were hearing prolonged exposure to you
Right.
in mid conversation, then we would have picked up on that, because that's not like a
Was it brief then?
it was there. I mean, there were a few times we stopped over and listened, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Did you
there were
hear
a
it
few
when you
times we
stopped?
Huh?
Could you hear it when you stopped?
Yeah. Yeah. And it wasn't like you weren't. There were times where it wouldn't be any noise,
Yeah.
and then you'd start talking
We
again.
talked on and off the whole time.
Yeah.
That is possible.
Let's just see if it happens again.
A still and silent night is all that was for the group's investigation last night. Nonetheless, the team still has one more night in this location.
Yeah, so we're sitting around the camp talking, and we hear something like, it wasn't a cow, because we've been hearing cows. It wasn't a train, because we heard the train horn and we've been hearing the
It's a
train.
lot more gravelly.
It was really gravelly and one sound straight through. It wasn't like yippee like a coyote would be.
No.
And it set
Because we did hear those and it wasn't the same.
and it set the coyotes off. It wasn't an owl.
In both directions too. Behind us and in front of us, there's coyotes going off.
So something set those things off. So Ron's gonna get his speaker and we're gonna play the Sierra sounds. I'm just gonna point the speakers that way and see what happens. Maybe doing that again might set them off, but or maybe I wonder if it was the knocks that did it.
Yeah, I need to walk out and change my battery. Make sure the field recorder I got over there.
Okay, do you want me to start playing before, or you just want to?
Yeah.
We got enough. I think we have enough sources of audio recording right now.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna do that. Take it over here to this
My pistol on.
road.
You trying to talk to this?
It wasn't a train doing that. It wasn't even a car.
Is it? I mean, did it sound? Okay, what? So what? Describe what you heard.
It was like was like, ah, but
Yeah.
really low pitch and more gravelly.
Yep.
And probably a little longer
Same
Yeah.
here.
Yep.
behind us.
Because it stopped when I was setting up get my gear ready, and I heard it.
Yeah, it came out from behind where you and Luke are.
Yeah. To me, it was that direction.
Really.
That's where I heard. I heard it behind me. I think. I don't know.
Well, whatever it did, it set off those coyotes
In both directions.
in both directions.
Yeah.
Weird, dude. You know, they might be here right now because this is the same time that Jeremiah had stuff going down the second night we were here.
Well, we were just, just doing our own thing, making different sounds.
From what I experienced, I heard from across the road. Like
That's where I heard it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kind of heard a long call from out
Same.
that way. But then, like, that and the coyotes, like, there's still a long call going on. I couldn't tell. The first one sounded the weirdest.
Yeah, that's what I
But then
heard.
there were a couple of other long calls that might have been coyote. And that, along with the other yelps and stuff, kind of transitioned from across, like, the road. So I started to hear it from over here and then down over across, like, on this side more. So...
Well, we need to stick in this area and not go up that road.
Yeah, absolutely. Like last time.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but this time I wanted to walk it instead of sit in camp like last
Sure.
time.
Yeah, yeah. I'm cool with
So I
that.
think,
Sounds without recorders going.
yeah, make sure we have recorders on us going at all times. So we're gonna walk down that road later on and see what goes down.
It's our last night of research for everyone in Iowa, and the last night for Tate and myself after nearly 5 weeks of being
Yeah,
in California and Iowa and driving everywhere in between.
yeah.
Let's hope for some good action.
See
Stuff.
if we get anything tonight. Be kind of cool.
Yeah.
We got some weird stuff. We had some weird stuff earlier going on, but we'll see what we get. We made it to the road. Now we're walking. There's a camp up that way, but I think we're decently far enough away. People would be hard to hear us. So we're gonna walk this road and do some knocks and everything and see what happens. So should be interesting.
Does this come out of camp?
This one,
This trail? Or are we not quite sure?
it does come to our camp, but I don't know how far.
You should space them apart.
Should I just do two like on the audio?
Yeah.
Space them apart?
One, wait.
Alright, here it goes. Ready?
Yep.
Ontario, you should do a call.
Like what? Like the loop or something?
Do whatever you think. Do whatever you're feeling.
Dealer's choice. My voice cracked. Off to the left.
What?
Oh, I saw a bright light. Like, it was just yellow, but it was off to the left.
Yeah, but I've been seeing that. It's weird.
I wonder if it's like a reflective light up there. Reflective sign.
There is a sign like that.
There it is. Oh, that was a flat.
You see that?
Yeah, it was yellow and then it was blue.
That's what I saw.
That's what I saw too. There's something up there.
That's emulating its own light.
Whoop.
We'll figure it out in a few minutes. Once we get
There it is again.
I think if it was a firefly, we'd be seeing more.
I think it's a bug.
Yeah, I saw a lightning bug flying up higher up here after the first one that we saw. But I did think I thought I saw like a brighter light too before I saw the lightning bug.
Yeah, I think it's a lightning bug too.
But I don't know if maybe it was just like the first light that we really saw out there. So
Right.
maybe it seemed brighter the first time we saw
Oh
it.
yeah, now it's going up into the trees and off to the left.
But it's like all by itself.
Yeah.
That's what's weird. There's not a lot of other ones.
Because normally you see like fireflies with a bunch of other
Yeah,
ones.
that dude just got displaced or something. He's all alone.
So Ontario did a call, a couple whoops I mean. We sat for a minute and listened. It's really loud, the trains right here, the crickets and stuff. Cicadas are going off pretty loud. So we're on our way back to camp. So far quiet night. And if we did hear a Bigfoot or something earlier on, that was probably the only action we were going to get, is right there and there. Right then and there, so. So I woke up, we went to bed, nothing much happened last night. What happened after we went to bed? You guys heard some weird things.
Yeah, like 11:45, 12 o'clock, I heard off to the left by the dead end road, sound of a car door closing, and then like a single footstep in the gravel. Because both roads around us are gravel. And then about 1:45, I woke up to the sound of like a wah coming from the opposite end of the campground. That I just sat up straight in my car when I heard. And then Jeremiah, you heard some other stuff around that
so
time.
around between 3 to 4 a.m. diagonally that way, I heard what sounded like two whoops. And they sounded like, I thought, why is Ontario out there doing whoops again? Like just the way that it sounded, it was really weird.
Because I had done whoops earlier in the evening on our walk.
That was the main thing that I had heard.
Yep, and then around 3 a.m. I heard another car door, which that one could have been Tate, said he was out and about around that time. But the weird thing I heard, a little bit after that was the sound of something, feet running around on the gravel and some faint voices in the woods. I know we talked, the voices might have been, a show you had playing, but none of us were outside of the camp running around in the gravel.
Right.
No.
And I've the times I've been out in car camped, I haven't ever felt necessarily uncomfortable out doing that, and it just felt different last night.
The one thing that I heard was like the long, like wah kind of sound that she described, something like that. And as I tried to listen, eventually I started to hear voices too, which might have been the program you were watching in your Jeep or fell asleep to or whatever. But that was the extent of what I had. Like I woke up at some point. I never checked the time, but I would say it was well past midnight. It would have been between like that same time frame of 1:45 and 3. Just that sound, and then I dismissed it and went back to bed when I started to hear what I thought was a program
And that
playing.
first car door we heard, I reached out to Jeremiah, and Jeremiah had heard it, but heard it quieter than I did. And I also reached out to you, Tate, and you had heard it as well. But because I was closest to it, I think I heard it the best with my windows down, and it just got quieter the further away it went in camp.
Unfortunately, there wasn't much activity for the team's final night, except for that odd sound they heard earlier. But that doesn't mean this part of Iowa isn't good when it comes to the potential for Bigfoot habitat and activity. On the contrary. But Tate believes the activity here is seasonal, meaning This is the place that a Sasquatch would travel through, but not necessarily stay in for long periods of time. Nevertheless, this area has potential, and with the activity Tate experienced last year, Tate will continue to return to this location on his search for SABE.